We're all looking aimlessly at each other. I don't know.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am going live at my desk at work. A couple other times I went live, I was in another part of the dealership, but I figured I would go live at my desk so I can go live when I want to, right? So you might hear the music in the background a little bit because, again, I'm on the showroom floor. But today's topic is going to be car dealership red flags at the car dealership. So if you're on my page, my Facebook page, Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, make some comments in the bottom on my Facebook page, because the reason I'm going live, I'm going to be going live, trying to go live at least 4 days a week or 5 days a week, because I want to share information. And I'm still going to be doing my videos and posting my videos, but I want some live interaction. And the best way I think to give live interaction is to go live. Also, I am also live on YouTube. If I'm on YouTube and you're watching this video now, or you watching this video later, I do want to say I want to make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. But let's get into the dealership fees, the red flags when you're buying a car. Number one is bogus fees. You're probably saying, Regina, what are bogus fees? Well, the regular fees that you're going to pay when you go to the dealership is you're going to have your purchase price. After your purchase price, you're going to have sales tax. No matter whether you pay cash for a car or you finance a car, you do have sales tax. You can't get around that. In Michigan, our tax is 6%. And I know whatever state you live in, you pay sales tax in the state that you live in. Again, in Michigan, we pay 6%. So that's going to be that's something that you can't get around paying, is the tax. Another fee that you're going to pay title fees. I know in Michigan, if you transfer a plate, which means you already have an existing plate and you want to transfer it to another car, we have what you call transfer fee. So that's $15 plus 8, right? So that's going to be you transferring a plate. If you want a new plate, you pay for your new plate. And then if you that's registration fee. And so other fees that you should not be paying is, and I got my notes here, is that you should not be paying dealer preparation fees or inspection fees. So if a car comes to the dealership, every used car should be inspected to go on the lot, right? And there is a fee. And when the car comes into the dealership at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet, if the person trades that car in, we do what we need to do. We get it through service, right? Service charges us to actually for them to look at that car, but that fee is not passed to the customer. It should not be on your purchase order, or it should be not a fee there saying, okay, well, we charge you an inspection fee. You should not be paying that on paper. Another fee that sometimes dealership pass on to you, when I say dealership, it could be a B lot, or a B lot is a lot that's actually sitting alone and is not connected to a franchise. So one of the fees that you should not be paying is advertising fee. A dealership should not be passing an advertisement fee to you. So advertising fee is fee that is charged sometime for advertising that car, wherever platform you saw it on. That fee should not be passed on to you. Market adjustment fee. Maybe the car came in at one value, maybe the value went down, right? So they might put market adjustment fee in there, just charging you because the value went down, or maybe the value went up. But those are fees that you should not absolutely be paying. Another thing which you want to look out for too is that when you're buying a car, is a bogus fee is this, is Well, this is not really a bogus fee. This is a salesperson saying, or the finance manager giving you a uh, verbal commitment. Okay, I'm gonna say a verbal warranty. If you have a warranty on your vehicle and the dealership's giving it to you, then you make sure you get that in writing. I've been in this business for 26 years, and a lot of people say to me, they trust my word for what I say, right? I get it because my word is my bond, right? But you want to make sure you get it in writing. Get it in writing. If you got a warranty on your car, they should give you a piece of paper, and you should be able to have that piece of paper with you for the warranty. Now, if someone says they owe you something, if they say, you know what, I'm going to give you a free oil change in 30 days, you know, it's what you call a we owe. It's not a verbal, don't take a verbal commitment. You get it on a piece of paper. When I need to get my oil changed on my car, whether it's 90 days, 120 days, that you would change it for free. So or you give me a discount, whatever that the dealership promises you, get it in writing. It doesn't matter who it is, because even myself, yes, my word is my bond. But what if I'm not here in 6 months? What if something happens and I go to another dealership, or I move on, or heaven forbid I pass away, I die, right? But you want to get things in writing, because that person that promised you that might not be there by the time you come back, and get the service that you were promised. Now, one of the things what you want to look out for too is, we talk about red flags. Red flag is if a negative review. If you are going to buy a car, whether it's a new car or used car, then you should look up the reviews of the dealership. What are people saying? But let me just say this. If a dealership or a person doesn't have a bad review out there, then you're at the wrong place, because nobody is going to be 100% satisfied. It's going to be somebody out there that's not happy, right? Somebody. Okay. But look at the reviews. Do the good reviews outweigh the bad reviews? So look at the dealership reviews and the salesperson reviews too. So that's important. Know that when you buy a brand new car, I'm not talking about used, but brand new cars, it should always be a sticker on the window. Always. Always. If you don't see a sticker on the window, then you need to ask for the sticker. If you ask a salesperson that's a brand new car how much it is, and they don't know, and they just give you a price, and that's all, don't worry about the sticker. No, you want to see the sticker, right? Because you don't know whether you're paying $1,000 over sticker, $2,000 over sticker. You don't know. I think what happened a lot right after COVID up until last year was, because the demand was so high with vehicles, demand was high, supply was low, demand was high, which means we had less vehicles on the lot. People paid more. People paid $2,000 or $3,000 over sticker for a vehicle, and they were okay with it. You know, I work at a GM store in Michigan, and it's a GM discount town, and you had some dealerships that weren't even offering GM discount on the vehicles. They were not. So that meant the person wanted the vehicle so bad, they wanted that particular vehicle. And I know that Chrysler, Jeep did it. People bought Jeep, Grand Cherokees, and other vehicles out there. I'm not just picking on Chevy or Chrysler, but people bought vehicles and they were $2,000 or $3,000 over sticker, and they were okay with it. But now, because of the market, they're not okay, because they owe more on that vehicle than what it's worth. So if you're buying a brand new car, look for the sticker. Look for the sticker on the car. And then if you don't see it, again, ask the salesperson for the sticker. And also know this, is that there are add-ons that are added to cars. Add-ons are things added after the fact, when that cars come from the factory. Now the factory is General Motors, Ford, Chrysler, Mercedes, Kia. We have the invoice, but the add-ons are, okay. If we added rims to the car, it's a charge for that. If we added window tint to the car, it's a charge for that. It has to be an extra add-on right there on the car, telling you what was added to the particular vehicle. If they added extra chrome on the car, or if they added a pinstripe on the car. Back in the day, people used to get pinstripes. Pinstripes were the thing back in the day. I've been in this business for 26 years, and everybody wanted a pinstripe on their vehicle. Don't ask me what was going on with the pinstripes, but everybody wanted one. So charge for the pinstripe. If it's $150 or $75, whatever it is, it has to be an add-on to that particular brand new car. So know that. And then the next thing I want to talk about is that one of the red flags that you really need to be careful and you need to ask questions is payments when you're getting a payment on a vehicle. So say you're watching TV or you hear ad on the radio or you see it in fine print and that particular payment, you say, I want that payment on that particular car. Know that any payment that is advertised out there with any company is not including tax. It's plus tax. Because what we want to do is, when I'm saying we, because I work at a Chevy store, we want to get you into the dealership, which means that that payment is not going to be including tax. And then also is you also have the small things on the I can't even focus because you know we also have the small print, right? The small print says that you need so much money down to get to that payment that you saw. Or you qualify for maybe lease loyalty? If you're leasing a car, small print, it might say you have to have lease loyalty. Or do you qualify for Costco discount? Do you qualify for military? Or are you a health worker? So always worry about the small print when it comes to a payment. So if you don't qualify, you're not going to get it. But also think about this. Sometimes when people quote payments, they quote payments with warranty. They quote payments with gap. You know, if a dealership's going to pack a payment or put a payment including warranty and gap, you need to know what you're buying. Know what you're buying. You know, even myself, I deal with customers that got bruised credit. I don't like to say bad, but bruised credit. And when I quote a payment, I may quote a payment with a warranty. I may quote a payment with gap. So know what you're buying. You know, is that payment just a regular payment including tax? Or does it have a warranty? Does it have gap? If a person includes you add-ons, things that added to your payment, know what you're buying. So the question that you need to be asking that salesperson or that finance manager is that just a regular payment with just regular payment, not with any add-ons to it? Yeah, you want to ask. Yeah, because what I do is I want to sell it to you. Okay, yeah, this car includes this warranty. Your warranty is for this, right? Or you have gap, and then I explain gap. So know that dealerships do put other things in your payment, but you gotta know what you're buying, and you say yes or no. But know the value. The value. Hope you're writing that down. Know the value when you're buying something. Now, another thing I want to tell you about this is know the bait. We call it bait and switch. If you see a payment on TV, hear it on the radio, remember the dealership doesn't have 20 cars of the same car. So our job is, right, if somebody comes in and we may have 5 cars or 3 cars at that particular payment, right? And what we're going to do is when you come in, we're going to switch you to another car because that car may not be available. Or we're going to switch you to something similar, right? It's called the bait and switch. We all do it. But all this should cost the world do it. And we do it because we can't save that one car for you or those 5 cars for you. Because when we run ads to attract people just not in our area, but also in different states or different towns. We want to bring the business to us. So you got to be careful of the bait and switch. So the next thing I want to talk about is we call it curb stoners, where you are looking for that particular vehicle. Maybe you have that $3,000 or $4,000 around tax time, or maybe you have some money, just you want to buy a vehicle and it's for sale by owner, but you see it in a field. I mean, maybe you have a field. I call a field is when you have 2 houses. You have a house here in the middle, you have a field, and then right there you have another house, right? You got a car right there. And then you call that number and you say, I want to buy your car. Well, you don't know what you're buying. That person's only accepting cash for that car. And you're like, okay, they want 3,000 for that car. I'm just going to go ahead and give them the 3,000, get my keys, get the title, and I'm done. You got to be careful on that because even if the car is 3,000, we want to make sure the car is what? Free and clear. meaning that you have a title with no lien on it. But beware of this. If you have someone that has a $10,000 car out there or $15,000 car and they want to sell it to you and they only accept cash, then you might need to just walk away, right? Because if you getting the money from your credit union and or you're financing it, they're going to protect themselves. They want more info on the car. They're going to want the VIN number. They're going to want the miles. They're going to book the car out. And they're just going to make sure that that car is going to be the right car for you, the right fit for you. So you really have to be careful for people that are doing for sale by owner. You really got to know what you're buying. Now, if you spend $1,000, $2,000, then you're going to get what you're going to get, right? But when you get to spending $5,000, $6,000, you need to make sure you do your homework. So what we call it is curb stoners, people that are just going to buy the car, they're looking to pay cash, and they're looking to walk away. And then the person that's selling you to the car, they don't care. They just want your money. And then they might not even own the car, but you don't know what to look for. Another thing I want to talk about, the last thing I want to share with you all is it's called early parts repairs or replacements. Well, you guys know I work at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet, and I have developed relationship with the guys in service. And the reason I have relationships with them is because, I just want to make sure they service my customer. Well, when you going to get your vehicle service, whether you're going to a dealership or you're going to a mechanic or you're going to a mom and pop store, you just want to make sure they're being honest with you about what particular part that you need on your car. Because sometimes I find, because I have customers coming to me after the fact, not here at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet, but that were in other places. Maybe you could have gone maybe 30 more days. Maybe you could have gone maybe 6 more months or 3 more months driving that particular car and you have to replace that part. But because that service advisor or that mechanic or that mom and pop shop saw opportunity to sell you that part and they knew eventually it was going to go out, they're telling you it's going out right now. So they're selling you on something that right now, or maybe you can get in 3 months or maybe 6 months from now. So those are things that you got to be thinking about too. That's why it's always good, no matter where you get your car service, whether it's a dealership or mom and pop shop or just somebody you want to make sure it's a trusted individual so that they're honest with you. It's not, to me, being around 26 years business, it's about taking care of your customer now so that they'll come back again and then getting referrals. But if you watch this video on my Facebook page or YouTube, make comments in about them because, again, I'm trying to share information. This is the first time I'm actually doing it at my desk, and hopefully you don't hear all this. People are being very loud on the showroom floor right now. I don't know, maybe because I'm sitting at my desk. But anyway, maybe I need to go to a quiet area. But I hope you got value on this video. And if you did, whether you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook, give me some comments in the bottom. All right. I'll see you next time I do a video. All right. Thanks for watching.